Goldylocks Productions celebrates 4 years of broadcasting spiritual and metaphysical podcasts, radio and TV shows. Thank you, listeners and supporters. Season 5 begins now.
Hello and welcome to the Magical Journey Show with your host, Reverend Bryan Rawls, and I am finally back from my long vacation. So I apologize if you have missed me for probably about a good 3 or 4 shows, but I'm back now, and it is the start of the new season of the shows on Goldylocks Productions. So it is wonderful to be back. We are going to start off a little bit different than what we have what we're used to. I am going to pull a card to kind of give us the energy of the day and of the week, and then also I'm going to make a couple announcements, and then obviously we are going to do our regular basically our regular way of doing readings, but to kind of just give you a understanding of how the setup is going to be now is I'm going to pull a particular playing card, and we're going to go over the meaning of the playing card, and then we are going to also be kind of setting the energy for the day or for the particular show, and then we will kind of go from there. And hello, Linnell, and welcome to the Magical Journey Show. So it has been quite an interesting couple of weeks. And hello to you, Jolie. And it's been quite an interesting couple of weeks. And we have went through many shifts since I have been away. There's been some pretty amazing type of energies on the horizon, or basically past couple of weeks, as well as also on the horizon for us. And hello, Barbara, how are you? So I want to go ahead and kind of set the energy with a card first, and if you haven't noticed already, I do read from poker cards or playing cards, and I drew a card for the day of September 11th of 2019, and yes, we are on the 18th anniversary of the 9/11 Twin Towers. So we are going to have a moment of silence for that. So back to the cards. So basically, I drew a card for the day, and the card that was chosen for today was the 3 of Clubs. Now, the 3 of Clubs goes, well, if you can see it, it's the 3 of Clubs. And basically the 3 of Clubs is very intense creative energy. Also can relate to some stress around creativity, and some tension around the solar plexus. So these particular areas of concerns directly related around these particular areas are very intense and immense at this moment. The 3 of Clubs also signifies as well as being in total success and having achieved goals, and it being time to move upon a new path. Now, with it being time to move upon a new path, or to move upon a direction on a new path, that's kind of where we're feeling the energies of September 11th and forward. So I drew another card to kind of give it a little bit of clarity, and this is a time of coming together and a time of a peace and harmony. And the card was the Six of Hearts. The Six of Hearts also allows for us to work well with others and achieve goals, and to allow for us to overcome obstacles. And this being obstacles that are that we are faced with at this moment. So some of the obstacles would be allowing for the old to be shed away, and a lot of us have difficulties with shedding the old and with the change. So all of the folks that are having issues with the change, we do need to acknowledge that, and we do need to look at that and dive really deep into our psyche and ask ourselves what the reason of our immense fear around change. Is it around a change of habit, or around a change of what we are used to, or is it a fear of treading different water? These are the things that we need to look at during this time, especially with what's getting ready to come up on Friday and Saturday. So basically, we have also we have Friday the 13th getting ready to step before us, and obviously we know that Friday the 13th has a very unlucky energy that has been placed upon it by superstitious people and whatnot. And we all need to understand that this is not necessarily the case here. It's not all necessarily negativity, or it's not all necessarily negative. The energy of Friday the 13th is around the goddess energy, the divine feminine stepping into creative expression, stepping into a new way of looking at the magical and the magic of goddess power. So yes, that is correct, Barbara. So and a lot of the history around Friday the 13th does come from the Templars. So a lot of fear was placed around that due to the history that it has surrounding the Templars. So I feel as if these two cards are very appropriate for what's to come, as well as also what's basically happening with us today. So now, Friday the 13th, I am having a very special ritual that I am going to be opening the doors to a select number of people. I already have 7 participants, so I am only looking for I'm only looking for 8 more participants. So if you are interested in that, do do check in with me. What we will be doing on Friday the 13th is I will be basically channeling goddess energy to where I will be awakening and opening doors to our opportunities, and not only just our opportunities, but also opening doors to expression, to being one with what it is that we feel is the goddess inherent within us. And it's not all just about female energy, because, or it's not all just for females either. It can very well be for males as well, because we each have a spark of the divine within us. So that is the divine feminine and the divine masculine within us, as we are in our conscious body. So the time of this ritual is actually going to be starting at 9 p.m. And the participants with this, you will need to pay a participation fee. That participation fee is $55, because you will receive a snail mail package from me that will have an incense in it, a blessed candle, also a magical goddess mojo bag, and also a goddess, a magical goddess vessel. And I will send emails out to everybody that would like to participate. Just please pop in and shoot in a email for me in a messenger, or possibly even email me and let me know that you would like to participate, and I will definitely send that email off to you and let you look up all the wonderful opportunities that the Friday the 13th energy will give you. It's a lot to channel, so I am only making it available for 15 people. So as I said before, I already have 7 people already signed up, and if you, yes, 7 people. I either have 7 or 8 people already signed up. So if you are interested, I will definitely recommend that you put in your request for participating this evening, because the cutoff time for this will be at midnight tomorrow. Okay, so if you are interested in receiving that email advertisement, please message me on Facebook. You can also call my office at 586-659-9620, or you can also shoot me a brief email after the show at angelicguidance13@gmail.com. Now, also we have the full moon and the channeled or the energetic channeling symbol that will be available on Saturday, Saturday night ritual, which is my full moon ritual, which is the full moon in Pisces at 21 degrees, which is all about connecting to the psyche, connecting to our infinite intelligence within inside our body, connecting to the creativity of what the psyche can do for us, as well as also being able to receive that very potent channeled energetic symbol that will allow for your channeled abilities to step forward. So everyone that that is wanting to participate in that, that will be available on my blog. And actually, both emails will be available on my blog, hopefully by the ending of the evening. And I will, if I have to do it myself, I will make sure that they get up there. So please do understand that. Just be patient with me, and we will see to it that it gets up there. So those are the two rituals that I am going to be doing this coming weekend for Friday night and Saturday night. There are two very special rituals: the Friday the 13th ritual, and then the Saturday full moon ritual. Now, obviously, a lot of you are wondering, well, doesn't Friday the 13th fall on the full moon? Technically, yes, it does, but I have a very strong belief, and my family has very strong belief of it being the day before, the day of, and the day after is time of great power for channeling the full moon energy. And I know some of all of you have the same belief, but if you do not have that belief, so be it. That's your choice. Believe me that beliefs are very much individuals, or individuality, and individual beliefs that are able to be taken into consideration here. So if you are interested in signing up for the Friday the 13th or the full moon rituals, please do check them out. And we do have our 8th or 9th participant. So the Friday the 13th ritual is filling up very quickly. So please make sure that you check that out. So everyone, also my blog is www.bryanrawls.com. For once I have all 15 participants, I will close out that particular blog post, or I will put post closed. And if you do make a particular payment, do know that you can, and you run out of time from making that payment, do know that you can use that for a reading, and I will honor at a discounted price for a 30-minute reading if you happen to make that purchase, and you happen to be the 16th person to make a $55 purchase. I will honor it as a 30-minute reading. So so do know that you will win-win. It's a win-win situation here with me. Okay, so now we will let's go ahead and start with looking at our folks that have popped in for a reading with me, and we are going to take as many people as we possibly can. And I just want to let everyone know again that we just had our 9th person sign up for that. So we have available 6 more places to go for the Friday the 13th ritual. So please sign up quickly. All right, so let's go ahead and take our first phone caller at area code 212, which is Bryn in New York City.
Hi, Bryan.
Hello, Bryn. How are you?
Okay, I'd just like to here of any pertinent messages or message.
Okay, so let's see. Let's see here. All right, Bryn. So what they're showing me is that there is unexpected form of financial flow coming, unexpected money that's coming in. You do need to consider a budget or a plan for some type of savings to come up, because there is going to be a time where you are needing to have some financial cushion. So they are showing that this unexpected flow of income, or this unexpected money that's coming, is directly related to okay. So this is directly related to something that allows for you either something that you have either learned, or from possibly a hobby that you have picked up. So I don't know exactly what this money is going to come from, but it seems as if you are definitely going to come into this money rather quickly. They do ask that you make sure that you budget yourself in the upcoming days to weeks. And it seems as if it has something to do with possible unexpected funds that will have to be either looked at or planned for. But it does show that this unexpected money is not necessarily like one or two, or not necessarily $100 or $200. It does look to me like it is a amount of money that will allow you to have some type of savings or some type of cushion to put back. Okay, so it seems like you definitely do come into something that is rather significant. So definitely take that into consideration, and plan you a budget, and also plan for you some form of a savings account or something to put back, because it's always nice to have something to fall back onto if you ever need to fall back onto something. But do know that that this is a big time for you to kind of it's a big time for you to kind of change on something that you've really really have wanted to do for some time. So it seems as if there's some form of interest that you have wanted to learn, or some form of some form of maybe a hobby, or some form of something that you have wanted to get into for a significant amount of time. So it seems as if you need to honor this and go into this very free flowing. So I would highly recommend that if it is learning something new, like a hobby or a sport, or maybe a metaphysical teaching, go for it. Or it possibly has something to do with this financial outcome. Definitely open your arms out and accept it and receive it for what it's worth to you. Okay, Bryn? So I hope that. Go ahead.
Can I give you a name of something just quickly?
Yes.
If that's possible.
Yes.
It's called integrated energy therapy. Integrated energy therapy.
Okay, so integrated energy therapy, which I believe some people call it IHT.
IET,
Yeah, IAT, excuse me. They do show that that would be definitely something that would be very good to have within your tool belt. It will allow for you to have some very significant movement in your life, and also develop a greater sense of yourself and a greater sense of of helping change the surroundings or the surrounding folks in your life, as well as the surrounding circle that you work directly with.
Okay.
Okay,
All
so
right.
I think it would be a very good idea.
Yeah. All right, Brian. Thank you so much.
You are very welcome, Bryn.
It's good to hear you again. Take care.
Nice hearing from you as well. You take care too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Okay, folks. So so definitely understand that that when folks are coming into learning something new, or learning a metaphysical teaching, or learning a creative endeavor, do understand that it's something that will allow for a lot of exposure upon a new path. Okay, because I can definitely tell you, every time that I learn something new, it allows for more exposure, and allows for more more areas of observation within myself, as well as also outside of myself too. So definitely take that into consideration, not just for this message is not just for Bryn. It can very well be placed upon any one of you that are listening, or that will listen to this recording, or that will listen to this months out. Definitely look to new creative expression, new creative desires to really step forth in what it is that you really want to do with your life, because we are definitely lowering down very many dimensional walls that have been up for a long time, that have been keeping us held back. So allow them walls to come down, and allow for a new expression of self, or a new expression of your greater self. Okay, so we are going to answer some questions out of the public chat, and we are going to go with our first question, which is Barbara Schmidt. And excuse me, I got to put on my glasses, which I can't really read this message. I'm heading out west to visit. Okay. Visit family. Okay. All right. So let's see if you have any messages that are coming up. Okay. Okay. So, all right. So obviously, I You know I hate to be a bearer of bad news, but I have to warn you about a very manipulative and a very manipulative and a very manipulative and malicious female. Okay, I don't know exactly who this is, but it feels to me like some female, and I have this feeling that this is a particular female in you, possibly in your family, that that likes to smile at you in your face, but talk mad trash behind your back. Um, so I would most definitely tell you that you will need to protect your outer aura as well as your inner self, because you really need to be um, you really need to be on the lookout for these particular folks. Okay, so another thing that they are showing is that there could be a small delay, but not quite a big not quite a big delay, because they're showing an upcoming expense. Could be due to bills or repairs or um, some form of a purchase that was very unexpected. Okay, and then they also they showed this warning sign that when you see this, when you feel this negative energy or this malicious female or cruel female, it is best that you exit yourself out of the situation as quickly as possible, because it will be almost like she's throwing daggers. So you really need to take on this adventure out west. Some very protective, very protective energetic equipment like stones. You can bring some sage and some tobacco on you. So basically, what I mean by sage and tobacco, get like a small sage leaf, and then put a little piece of or put a kind of a pinch of tobacco on top of the sage leaf, and that will create a barrier around you. If you put it in like a little bag or a little mojo bag, and you can just take the mojo bag and ball it up into a little ball, and then tie it kind of looking like a little comet. And yes, and most definitely, like Linnell said, definitely don't let her get the best of you. Don't let her feed off of you, and just show her that you are 10 times better than than what uh, what negative energy that she puts out. Okay, so understand that this is just heads up, and I needed to warn you about this because they were stressing this. Okay, so as I said before, I apologize to be a bearer of bad news, but you are a very wonderful lady, and when I see a warning, I must let you know. So I hope that helped you, Barbara, and I will put you on my prayer list and make sure that I say prayers for you throughout your vacation. So definitely drop me a message on Facebook and letting me know when you will be away. And during that time, I will put you on my prayer list, okay? Okay, and I hope that Barbara received that message. And I will, if you did not receive that message, Barbara, I will shoot you a quick message once the show is up. Okay? So thank you, Barbara, for asking that question. Much love to you, and I wish you all the best. Okay. You are very welcome. All right. So, okay. So we are going to go back to our phone lines, and I believe our next phone line person is the fabulous Jolie at 561.
Hi, Bryan.
Hello, Jolie. How are you?
Good. How are you?
And what can I help you with?
So, Bryan, I've been doing a lot of changing up and a lot of, tweak different stuff in my life, and I was just hoping that the guides might have some good news for me.
Okay.
Please.
So let's see. All right. So give me just a moment. Okay. Jolie. Okay. So there is someone in your life that is trying to hold you back. Okay. There's someone in your life that's trying to hold you back, but it seems like they are losing grip on you. Okay. So I'm wanting to let you know that as they lose grip of you, as they're losing grip of you, this kind of basically makes way for a significant person to step into your life to possibly make way for a lover or a friend to pop up out of nowhere. Okay? So it seems as if this particular negative person or person that has possibly betrayed you or held you back in your life has been holding you back from relationships, has been also holding you back from friends. Seems to be holding you back from people that are trying to get into your heart. Okay, so they're wanting me to let you know that that trapped feeling or that confined feeling that you've been feeling, not necessarily here lately, because it's a lot less than when it was before. You're not feeling as trapped because it's almost like there's been a lot of confinement kind of letting loose from you. And as this confinement has been letting go or being let go of, it's making way for this friend, possible romantic relationship to kind of step forward. Okay, so I do want you to understand that this is going to allow a great big significant change to be underway. So you must understand that as this change is as this change is stepping forward, you will kind of feel as if you are breathing kind of new air, a new freshness to yourself, almost like you're standing at that crossroads, and it's almost like you're standing at that crossroads and you have all four directions available to you. And do know that you are going to pick all of the right directions, but they show that this confinement feeling is going to be released. This confinement feeling definitely is no more. Okay?
Yeah, and so, but there's no way to know who this person is there? The one that was holding me back, or?
Well, I would probably not want to get into that with you live. But what we will do is, I do have some time on Friday morning where I can shoot you a quick message. So I will contact you on Friday morning, and we'll have a quick chit chat, okay?
Okay, that's beautiful.
All right. Yeah, I just don't want to put your business out there too much in the airwaves, okay?
Okay.
All right, but just know that that confinement is being that restricted feeling is definitely being let go of. Okay?
Awesome.
So I hope that helped you,
Thank
sweetheart. And remember those things that you asked if they were available. I did get the alligator teeth in. And I'm still waiting on the alligator feet, so do know that they will be available as they are available to me.
Okay.
All right, so I will take a picture of the alligator teeth and send them to you. All right, sweetheart. Thank you so much. You have a lovely evening.
You too, Bryan.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Hey, Chanel, how are you? Okay, so folks, let's see. All right, so we're going to go to the next. Let's go to the next question in. Okay, the next question in the Facebook chat. All right, and let me scroll up. Okay, yes, Joy. So let's see. What do my guides say? Okay. All right, so let's see what your guides say. Chanel, once your area code is called, I will call your area code or your name. So just if you are picked, I will do a reading for you. Sometimes we run out of time. But if not, I have a radio show every Wednesday evening if you are a new listener. So you can catch me next Wednesday if you do not have time for this Wednesday. All right, Joy. So let's see what your guides want to say here. Joy Mastis. Joy Mastis. Okay, so so what they are, bye Linnell, much love to you. So what they are wanting you to know, Joy, is you must remember the reminder of communication, okay? They are wanting you to be reminded about the level of communication that you go through, okay? Because the energy of communication is very important here, and in whatever you are doing, or whatever you have on your mind, or whatever energy that you are being are focused on at this particular moment, it is of great importance to avoid any confrontation or any disappointments that are trying to step forward. So it seems as if to make sure that this does not become any issue for you or anything like that. They want me to say communication. Communication is going to be your key. And what they also show here is that that your throat chakra is developing new upgrades for you. So as your throat chakra is developing new upgrades, they are showing that possibly this may be going in a direction of some form of counseling, or some form of communication in that realm. Okay, so I hope that kind of cleared it up for you. They really don't specify what this communication is about, or how this communication is supposed to, or what this communication is supposed to be reminded of, or reminded for you for, but they want communication to be spoken about. Okay, and I kind of have that feeling of what it is that I kind of have that feeling you already know what I'm talking about. Okay, so I hope you got the gist of what they're trying to say here, and if not, I would highly recommend the reading. Okay, so much love to you, Joy, and I will see you in spirit on Friday evening for the wonderful ritual. And thank you so much, Joy. Okay, so my last live or my last telephone question, and we're going to make it very quick, is area code 929.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, how are you? And what is your name and your question, please?
Yes, my name is Lisa. And my question, I don't even know what to ask about. So, I guess my question is this. I would love to get a dog when I move.
Okay.
And I just wanted to see, when do you pick up on me getting this dog? Because I see him. He's a cute little dog, but I just need to get him at the right time.
Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so they're showing okay, so they're showing that you moving okay, so they're showing that you moving either in the month of, okay, so the month of October, October sticks out. Okay.
Yes.
And this showing at the ending of October, or towards the ending of October. Okay. So they're showing me the
Okay.
they're showing me in between the the 12th and the 20th.
Okay, good to get him. Aww.
All right. So let's.
I can't wait to. Yes.
All right. Give me just 1 second because they're pushing me in a different direction. All right. So.
All right.
So they're pushing me in the financial direction real quick for with me. So are you in a good financial and investment place for this move?
Actually, I have a settlement coming.
Okay.
Hopefully, yeah, it's coming in October. So that's yes.
Okay, because they showed that there was good financial or a investment news getting ready to step forward, and they showed in and around 2 to 4 weeks. Okay. So what they want me to also speak about is a sophisticated woman who has possible issues with partying and gossip that you need to watch out for.
Okay. So leave that out because I don't party as much.
Okay. So but this is someone that you possibly need to watch out for, sweetie.
Okay, is it a female or a male?
Yes, this is a female.
Probably is it a coworker or a relative?
Let me see. Okay, so they show me that this sounds to me like this is a coworker.
Younger or older?
Okay, so they show me.
A lot of different females.
They show me that this one is a little bit older than you.
Oh, I think I know who this is.
Okay.
Okay. I know. Oh, wow.
It's a warning.
Okay.
It's a warning. Okay, you need to be.
Wow.
You need to be very vigilant around her.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I didn't know she was. I know exactly who you're talking about. Okay.
All right.
So I'll stay away. Because the person that you're talking about, we used to work together, but I'm on a different shift from her now.
Okay.
So I do see her time to time. I did get her number, but I'll toss it out. I'm not even gonna look back on it.
Yeah, I would say make that number go in the trash can.
Okay, I will do so. Okay, sounds excellent. So I'm going to keep the 2 to 4 weeks in mind for the move and the 12th to the 20th for the dog.
Yes, ma'am. All right.
And do you see how much rent I'm going to be paying? Or do you see me just putting down
I actually see you putting down a amount that it may cover you for at least 2 months.
Okay, awesome. Oh, I know. Oh, yes, definitely. Okay. Is he going to be looking, like, for example, because I was going to actually get a second job so that my checks can show that I'm able to pay the rent. Would he want to see that, or is just the deposit that he's looking for to have it right away?
Well, sweetheart, I am actually running out of time, but if you want to, look into a reading with me, you can go to my website, or possibly catch me next Wednesday at same time, same place, and ask me the same question. Okay, dear? But I hope I helped you.
Sounds awesome.
And I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you. You helped me a lot. I will be doing a reading with you, and I will call back next week, okay?
All right, love. Thank you so much. Okay, everyone. So So my folks, we are now on our goodbye time. So it is 9:50 or 8:54 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I now must say my goodbyes because this little white boy is tired. So I must say thank you so very much for watching and participating in the show. And I am so grateful for each and every one of you. If you happen to miss asking your question or chatting with me, please know that I am always available by telephone for a reading at 586-659-9620. You can catch my website at www.amagicaljourney.com. That is AMAGICKALJOURNEY.com. You can also find me on my blog at www.bryanrawls.com, or you can also catch me on my email at angelicguidance13@gmail.com. And you can also catch me on Facebook at Bryan Rawls-Dozer or the Magical Journey Facebook page. And thank you so very much for listening to the Magical Journey radio show. Please join me next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I also want to thank Goldylocks Productions for producing the Magical Journey show. I would also like to thank my switchboard operator, Tiffany White Sagewoman, for running my switchboard. And I would like to thank all the callers and all the questioners and all the public chat people for chatting with me, speaking with me, and asking your fabulous questions. Much love to everyone. Yes, this will be replayed, and you can catch it on replay on the Goldylocks Productions page and also on the Magical Journey show page. Much love to everyone. Let angel wings guide your dreams. Blessed be, and namaste.
Don't want the fun to end? Grab more refreshments, then head over to Goldylocks Productions YouTube channel.
With over 950 archive shows, the fun doesn't have to end.